Individuals are taking much more responsibility for their actions. We look at monitoring wastage and look at monitoring resources that are being used. Contract caterers are much more aware of the equipment that is being used. Often when we're talking to sales presentations, we'll talk about the consumption of equipment we're proposing to put in. This can get turned off at a certain time. We talk a lot about training and actually getting to turn equipment on and off and use it properly, but also how much does things cost. Not necessarily the purchase price of a piece of equipment, it's how much it's going to cost to run.
When you haven't got an organisation that either has or is willing to invest the financial backing into it, then it's education. At the end of the day, it's educating people on the small things they can do, because lots of small things make a big benefit in the end. It's getting somebody in the kitchen that champions it, that really feels passionate about it, and then that enthusiasm goes into the other chefs. It's really got to come from above, but at the same time they've got to understand why and take it through.
We have a very strong ethos about how we do things, about recycling. Obviously we're very active growing our own vegetables and fruits and herbs on our farm just down the road.
It's important for restaurants and indeed all businesses to have a plan for being greener, for taking seriously their social and environmental responsibilities. And this gives them, if you like, the framework for not only setting in place their objectives and their goals, but also monitoring their progress towards achieving those goals. It's difficult for smaller businesses. Small restaurants are planning to much shorter timeframes than bigger businesses. But nevertheless, it's still important to have that framework in place. For bigger restaurants, for bigger businesses, it gives them the opportunity to not only ensure that they are being as green as they can, but to make the business case for capital investment in buying equipment, for example, that is not only going to save the environment, if you like, but it's also going to give a return on that investment in terms of reduced running costs over the longer term.